5:13 WMAZ Morning starts now.
A beautiful sunrise underway to kick off this Thursday, but don't let that look fool you. It's still very muggy out there. I'll talk about our summer-like pattern that's coming up.
Plus, evacuation efforts continue in Afghanistan. As events continue to unfold, Georgia may be a place for possible refugee help, what the governor seems open to.
Plus, not getting a vaccine could mean losing out on some money. What nursing home staff may soon be required to do.
Today is Mercer University's move-in day for incoming freshmen. I'm going to tell you all about it in just a few minutes.
Well, good morning. Stop what you're doing and just take a look at downtown Macon this morning. It is showing out with this sunrise. It is 6:30 on this August 19th. I'm Caitlin Heck.
And I'm Wanya Reese, and sure enough, beautiful sunrise, but as soon as you walk out that door, you're going to feel like you're jumping in a thick, buttery pool with that heat out there and the humidity.
That seems about right, Courtney.
That's right. Yeah, hopefully this view can at least distract you a little bit. This is a very motivating morning, if you ask me, saying, we're almost there, everyone. You got this. We're just going to start the day beautiful and set you up for a good day. At least we hope that everyone has a wonderful day. Yes, it is very muggy out there, though, so that feeling maybe not so great. 74 right now in the city of Macon. That dew point in the low 70s is what is making it feel very, very sticky out there, and will give us another very hot and humid day. So those of you getting ready to head out to work and school, be sure that you're packing plenty of water with you. 75 in Warner Robins, 77 in Montezuma, 74 in Forsyth and in Gordon, and 73 if you're waking up with us in Dublin and in McRae. We're quiet right now, but naturally that will change as we stay in this very summer-like pattern. By noon, it is already going to feel more like the triple digits. We'll see a good bit of sunshine today, very much like we are right now, and we will have that chance for a few afternoon scattered showers and thunderstorms. So I'll time this all out, and of course, we're heading closer to the weekend, the kickoff of Football Friday night. I'll have the details on all those forecasts. That's in just a few minutes.
Thank you, Courtney. Events in Afghanistan remain a top focus in the country right now as evacuation efforts continue.
This morning, we're taking a look as Governor Brian Kemp appears open to taking in some Afghan refugees. In a statement, the government says it is vitally important to keep those who partnered with American armed forces over the last 20 years safe from harm. He also called for the immediate evacuations of Americans. That's according to our sister station in Atlanta. The governor's apparent stance won praise from some, but also drew criticism from others. In a tweet, one of Georgia's U.S. Representatives, Marjorie Taylor Greene, says Georgia shouldn't welcome Afghan refugees while thousands of Americans are stranded. Vet them outside the U.S.
In some other news this morning, 4 people now face charges after a 2-county drug investigation in central Georgia. Deputies from Washington and Johnson counties arrested the 4 in a several-month undercover operation called Operation Fred. According to Washington County Sheriff Joel Cochran, authorities seized nearly 7 ounces of meth between the 2 counties. Cochran says this investigation is ongoing and more arrests are possible. And right now, Georgia State Patrol is looking into a crash after a chase that started in Houston County. The agency says troopers from the Dublin post helped with the pursuit of a stolen truck. The chase ended when a trooper performed a pit maneuver on Georgia 87 near the Twiggs-Bleckley County line. Medics airlifted the driver of the truck to a hospital. GSP says the collision reconstruction team will also help with that investigation.
Turning to COVID-19 vaccine news, if you're fully vaccinated, you may soon need to roll up your sleeve again. President Joe Biden unveiled his administration's plan to provide booster shots for American adults 8 months after they are fully vaccinated. It comes as the country continues to deal with the Delta variant, and new evidence seems to suggest vaccines become less effective over time. According to CBS News, 3 studies the CDC published yesterday show the vaccine's protection against infection decreased when the Delta variant began circulating. Just a note, the booster plan only includes Pfizer and Moderna vaccines right now. President Biden says the first boosters are expected to be available the week of September the 20th. The plan still needs approval from a CDC advisory panel and the FDA. Get the vaccine or lose some funding. That could be the choice for nursing homes. According to the Associated Press, the Biden administration will require that nursing home staff are vaccinated against COVID-19 as a condition to continue getting federal Medicare and Medicaid funding. The new mandate would come in the form of a regulation that Centers for Medicare and Medicaid Services could issue. It could take effect as soon as next month. In news from across the state, a couple of Georgia cities now taking action amid the state's increasing cases. According to the Associated Press, the city of Decatur, which is next to Atlanta, began requiring masks inside grocery stores, restaurants, and other businesses on Tuesday.
Now, that ordinance, however, does allow them to opt out. AP reports in Atlanta, organizers of September's Big Dragon Con convention say they will require attendees to show proof of vaccination or a negative COVID-19 test. And we're now learning more about the damage Storm System Fred left behind in parts of Georgia. The National Weather Service confirmed yesterday 3 EF1 tornadoes touched down in North Georgia on Tuesday in Banks, Greene, and Madison counties. That's according to our sister station in Atlanta. Just look at some of this damage. This is what some of Banks looked like after remnants of Fred rolled through. You can see part of a road washed out, trees snapped, power lines down. Earlier this week, a CBS station in Columbus said, according to a National Weather Service report, there was also likely a tornado in Sumter County on Tuesday. That's around the Americus area. We're also waiting to learn more about 2 other potential tornadoes, possibly one touching down in Meriwether County between Atlanta and Columbus, and a possible one in Jeffersonville in our area.
Today, the State Department of Public Safety will break ground on a new headquarters. Governor Brian Kemp's office says the ceremony starts at 10 this morning at DPS's current space in Atlanta. The governor and other state leaders will speak at the event. Looking at 2 events happening in central Georgia today, you have the chance to share your thoughts on how to cut down on violent crime in Macon. District 4 Commissioner Mallory Jones will host a Macon Violence Prevention or MVP forum from 6:30 to 8 p.m. It's one of several forums BIB leaders have held in recent weeks. County Communications says it's happening at the Methodist Home for Children on Pierce Avenue. The forum will be in the Rumford Center gym there.
Also today, you'll find out which buildings in Bibb County could get some extra TLC as Historic Macon announces its 2021 Fading 5 list. The foundation says they'll announce the properties at 11 this morning on Hydralia Street. 5 years ago, the Historic Macon Foundation started calling attention to these endangered historic places across Macon-Bibb through the Fading 5 program. The foundation says the Board of Trustees and Preservation Committee members use the program to craft preservation plans for each of those listed properties. They work with property owners, local leaders, and supporters to find potential solutions. All right, the time is now 6:37. The morning team does need to come clean. We went and got pumpkin spice lattes yesterday.
We did.
Yes,
we
we
did.
did.
It was very tasty. I'm not even a big pumpkin spice guy, but
Right.
it tastes so good. I was like, we need to go back soon.
I know, but then we walked outside and it was not pumpkin
I was
spice
happy that
weather,
we had
we'll say that.
all got iced beverages
Right.
because
Yes.
it hit the spot.
We're ready for it.
Yes, we were sipping on the taste of fall, but we weren't walking out to the feel
Central Georgia
of fall.
reminded us quickly.
Yes, it's not
Think
fall
again.
yet.
Not so fast, everyone. Yeah, it is. Pumpkin spice is back, and I believe, did we say that Starbucks is back next week?
That's
pumpkin
what,
spice?
believe
that's what
so,
we've
right?
heard.
That's word on the street. All right.
We'll
Well,
find out.
You know, yeah, we will find. Trust me, if anyone's going to find out, it's going to be me. All right. So if it is coming up next week, we will be there. All right, everyone. Well, we continue our dog walk forecast this morning. Thanks to everyone who sent in photos. Look at Audrey Jane Stewart's dog. How cuddly is this? So sweet. Makes me want to go back home and go back into bed because Colby is just like that. If you are planning on taking your furry friend for a walk, probably best you do that before lunchtime if you can, because by noon it is already going to feel closer to the triple digits, and then we'll have that chance for just a few afternoon scattered showers and storms for the day today. And of course, with those heat index values getting so high with all the sunshine we're going to see today, be sure you're just being extra careful with their paws on the blacktop because that is going to get very hot today. In the meantime, look at this gorgeous sunrise here in Perry to kick off your Thursday. Beautiful start to the morning. 75, that dew point in the low 70s, so there's that summer-like feeling that makes pumpkin spice lattes just seem a little bit wrong right now. But don't worry, it's not, everybody. If you enjoy them, go get yourself one. 75 in Warner Robins, 74 in Macon and in Gordon. We're at 77 in Montezuma, 75 in Unadilla, and up in Monticello this morning. As we go through the day today, of course, it's going to be hot. It's going to be humid. That is thanks in part to high pressure. But while this area of high pressure is keeping us very humid, it's also going to keep us dry rainfall-wise for the most part. So how this is rotating, it's pulling in a southwest wind. So it's pulling in a lot of Gulf moisture at the surface. However, notice as we go through the day, all of the rain, most of the rain, I should say, is going to wrap around the periphery of this. It's going to fire up along it. While we could have a few showers showers and thunderstorms for the afternoon and into the later evening hours. Most of the rain will wrap around this as this offers us essentially a dome of protection, but it's also going to do another thing. It's going to keep two tropical systems away from the lower 48 states. Here's Henri out in the Atlantic. This is keeping it off of the Atlantic. It will have it go off to the northeast over the next few days. Also, Grace is staying way to our south as this area of high pressure again is steering it and keeping it pushed down to our south, where it is going to make landfall, or it is making landfall currently just south of Tulum, Mexico. So good thing that we're not having to deal with any tropical systems as of right now. Of course, after Fred, high pressure is to thank for that. So while it's leaving us humid, I will take humidity over tropical systems any day. Of course, tomorrow, Football Friday night, Tailgate 13. The first one is tomorrow. I know all of you athletes probably so excited, and of course all the fans and parents out there very excited to kick off high school football, and the forecast looks a lot better for it. Maybe an isolated shower for kickoff of the games, and will be mainly dry for the rest of the night, but it will be very humid. So be sure, especially for you athletes, you're staying hydrated. Hour by hour for your Friday. Again, by the afternoon, we'll start to introduce the chance for a few scattered showers, but come 7 o'clock, maybe just an isolated shower left for all of those football games. We're a little more unsettled on Saturday. I do want to bring to your attention, we do have the Ocmulgee River in Macon at flood stage right now. So if that was in your plans to head over to the river, best you wait until the weekend. Your 7-day shows nothing short of summer-like showers and storms every afternoon. We'll head back in the mid-90s by Monday.